A lot of people making whatever preparations they can. Adam, I know you guys are all following this in our weather center. What can you tell us about Ian?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, it has strengthened now up to a Category 3 storm. You can see the well-defined eye that we're dealing with right there. And then on the northern edge of that eye, too, where you have some of the strongest showers and winds, and also at the same time some of the stronger storms that are associated with that eye wall. All of that going to be moving northward. And yeah, we have been seeing a little bit more of an eastward and a northward sort of progression with the track. So don't really so focus on here, the line that you see right in the middle. Of course, you have the cone of uncertainty where it could go anywhere within that area. This is moving northward. A Category 3 storm expected to start to strengthen and become a Category 4 storm, where we could see winds of around 130 miles per hour or even higher than that. Now, as it looks right now, Tampa is right here. If you can tell, that it would be below where the center line is. And if that's the case, then you're getting more offshore winds with that, as opposed to onshore winds, and bringing in all that water right into the city of Tampa itself. So that would mean that the worst of the storm would be directly there into Tampa. Now, of course, we still can see a little bit of a movement either way when it comes to the exact movement. But either way, you have a lot of rain with the storm moving slowly up here through the Florida Peninsula, and then starting to work its way up through parts of central Florida and then up into northern Florida as we go later on into the week for your Thursday and your Friday. And then it's just barely getting out of here over the Carolinas by Sunday. So a very slow moving storm with a lot of rain and a lot of moisture. Eventually, as it heads out of here, we'll start to see how things do shape up afterwards once we'll start to look at some of the cleanup there. For us over this way, we do have rain chances, which is going to start to help to knock down some of this moderate air quality that we've been seeing. Good air quality will return, and we'll see that later on into the night and into the day tomorrow, and that will start to knock some of this wildfire smoke out of here as well as this system comes on. For the rest of today and heading into the night, still noticing quite a bit of it, especially across the Cascades. Then it starts to head eastward as we go into tomorrow, and we'll notice that onshore flow beginning to return. Still more of a south wind with our storm, but our air mass will be coming more off of the Pacific as opposed to off of the land here across the state. A lot of haze in the sky. This is our Auburn SchoolNet side, and you can tell a lot of it's still around the same here in Seattle as we sit at 69 for your current temperature. South winds coming in at 7 miles per hour. 69 in Shelton, low 70s in Bremerton and in Renton. We're sitting at 69 in Arlington, mid 60s in Bellingham, and our numbers cooler out closer to the coast, and that air mass already beginning to show up over that way. Our system, here it comes. It's going to be working its way off of the ocean, and you can already start to see some of the returns showing up on the radar. So it looks like it's going to be a decent chance of some rain here as we go on into Wednesday. For today, a few more clouds developing later on into the evening, a lot more than they come into the night. Early tomorrow morning, I think the commute pretty good here across Puget Sound, unless you're in South Sound where you have some of those rain chances that will come in a little earlier. Now over the Olympic Peninsula, we'll get a better chance of seeing some of that rain. It moves eastward throughout the rest of the morning and into the early afternoon, and that will be wave 1. We'll get another wave that's going to come through later on into the evening and into tomorrow night. That one won't be quite as widespread, and we'll probably keep it from about Seattle southward as we go on into tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. Then as we go on into the day for Wednesday evening and heading into Thursday and Friday, we'll start to see things quiet on down, clear skies returning, and quite a warm up ahead too as we head on into that time. So here's how it shapes up for us. 75 for a high today with those hazy skies. Sunshine for the rest of today. Tomorrow, cloudy skies with highs in the mid to upper 60s. The rain moving through. Showers ending early for Thursday, and then sunny and warming up again this weekend.